So, hello everybody. It's been a little while since I posted my last video, and one of the reasons for that is that I was off in Chicago for the National Limb-Girdle Muscular Dystrophy Conference, of which I was one of the organizers. So, uh, I had this fantasy that I would have the opportunity to maybe record a video or at least take a number of pictures, which I could show you. Uh, and that was a fantasy, as in it totally didn't happen. But what I am going to do is, put together a little slideshow of pictures taken by other people and give you a little bit of the flavor of what the conference was like. So one of the great moments was when I first got to the hotel in downtown Chicago where the conference was, and they had this a sign welcoming us in the marquee outside, which kind of, made me feel like, this was really a big event and, wow, what have we gotten ourselves into here? And then this is just a sign which sort of lists different companies which were sponsors of the conference, as well as a number of advocacy organizations focused on different genetic types of limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, which were part of the conference. And so there were really, a lot of different organizations, both contributing to the organization as well as sponsoring it. Fortunately, I wasn't the one who had to handle all the paperwork for the sponsorship. My part was that I was in charge of organizing the schedule, and this shows the schedule for the first of two complete days of the conference. So there were a number of very prominent speakers, as well as breakout sessions, including patients and family members talking about their experiences living with the disease. And so we really managed to come up with quite an impressive program. This shows one of the sessions, actually the first session of the conference in the main room. We had three rooms where the conference happened. One was a large ballroom where the sessions, which included everybody, i.e. the plenary sessions, happened. And then there were two smaller rooms which had, some of the, sessions that were happening in parallel with the main session. And so this room was, very large, very impressive, and could, comfortably handle everybody. And I'll show you what I mean by everybody in just a little bit. So this is the speaker at the keynote address at the banquet at the end of the first day of the conference. Her name is Pat Furlong, and she is the founder and CEO of the Parent Project for Muscular Dystrophy, which is devoted not to limb-girdle muscular dystrophy, but to Duchenne muscular dystrophy, which is probably the best known form, which affects mostly young boys. Now, Pat had two sons who both had Duchenne muscular dystrophy and passed away from the disease. But she had started an advocacy organization in the 1980s and has done some truly amazing things to bringing treatments to patients with this disease. And because she has had such an amazing role in advocacy, we wanted her to sort of show us the way on, what she has accomplished, to give us sort of a roadmap of what we will want to accomplish for our disease area. So we gave her a Lifetime Achievement Award for all of her efforts. And in the lower right, you see one of my co-workers, Carol, presenting Pat with this award. And this is a picture of one of my other co-organizers, Catherine Bryant, who you saw on one of my videos about a month and a half ago, shown with Pat. So, two people who are doing amazing things in advocacy. And this is a session, I'm over on the right. I was moderating a question and answer session called an Ask the Experts panel, and all of the experts are on the stage on the left. And, even though I was there, it kind of amazes me whenever I look at this picture, because there I am on the stage, and the people on the panel are really impressive. They've done pioneering roles in developing gene therapy as well as other treatments for muscular dystrophies, and it kind of amazes me to see myself on the stage with these people. And then, sort of at the end of the banquet and the keynote address, we all took a group picture. So this is what I mean by everybody at the conference. Well, it isn't quite everybody, but it's most of the people. So there were over 400 people at the conference. And probably, I'm guessing about 150 of them were actually patients. But it really was a very big conference. The reaction that I've gotten back from everybody that I've talked to has been really amazing. It was everything I'd hoped for, and more. So yeah, now I need to let my body and brain recover from all of this a little bit. But yeah, I had an amazing weekend in Chicago. So yes, thanks, and thank you for watching.